Hello, good afternoon, and it's a beautiful Sunday and time again for your favorite youth program, that's Rubbin Minds. And we have a lot to discuss because a week in Nigeria is full of lots of stories. And as is the tradition, we're going to start off with those stories that made the headlines. We're looking at international stories such as the ban by President Trump. We're also looking at local stories, the Ondo State Assembly. And to discuss with me, I have Boladale Adekoya, a social commentator. Welcome to Rubbin Minds.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And I also have Leonard Ebute. Welcome to Rubbin Minds.
Thank you, Isabella.
The two of you are no strangers to Rubbin Minds, so you're returning guests, and let's go straight to the business. I think the number one thing that has been trending on social media outside the shores of Nigeria has to be Donald Trump's ban on 7 Muslim countries: Iraq, Syria, Iran, Sudan, Libya, Somalia, and Yemen. What is your take on that, Boladale?
Yeah, I think to start with, I think that's a very laudable initiative by the president, by President Trump. The fact remains that every country is sovereign on its own, and they has the right to make any law, especially immigration law, that suits them, especially when it comes to national security. And if the president feels that banning these countries will reduce it, I think that is a commendable effort. I'm not surprised. I don't know why the world is also surprised. I've been seeing a lot of angers going on. These were the promises he made during campaign. These were the campaign promises. These were the reason people voted for him. So they expect him to change afterward. No, that he already told them he's going to do this, and he's doing it. I don't know why everyone seems to be angry. I think he's a man of his word. And
so you think he's commendable?
Yes,
because he made a promise, an electoral promise, and he's keeping to it. Leonard, are you of a different opinion?
I don't know whether to call it a different opinion, but maybe an angle to it. You see, I'm a great admirer of the American system. First, because it's worked, and it's easy to admire something that is working.
When you say the system, do you mean the electoral system that produced this president?
No, not the electoral process. America as a country, its evolution, their democracy, their government, their economy. You know, there's a system, there's a way and manner, there's a legality around how the American system works. Okay, so what I find strange is that those things that the world had always admired about America are a little bit different from the vibes we started getting from America from this election into the Trump administration. Yes, I can understand national security, and I'm not an expert at that. I won't advise Trump on what to do on national security. But
are you surprised? Because he's not surprised. He says those promises were made, and a lot of times politicians say a lot of things and they don't actually do it.
My surprise is in the manner of execution. So America operates a system of laws. Okay, so for instance, the ban was effected while some people were in transit. Some of them were carrying British passports. Some of them were carrying American passports from those countries.
Yeah,
so there is a legal angle. Yeah, there's a legal angle to this that didn't look American. That is the part that surprised me. Not in his anti-Muslim or anti-women or anti-everything that is the world is pro these days. No, Trump is a Trump. We know what to expect from Trump, maybe. But then it is the United States of America.
The executive order bans citizens from entering the U.S. for 90 days.
Yes.
So there's a time limit to this.
Yes.
And there's also the issue of it suspends the admission of all refugees for 120 days. So it's not an indefinite ban. It's just...
It is not. Well,
and the reason why was some of the promises he made was to keep out Islamist terrorists. And that's why the countries that the ban applies to are majorly Muslim countries.
See, it's not. We should not make it Muslim countries. We should not make it an issue of religion this time around. If you look at Yemen, if you look at Syria is nearly the headquarters of ISIS now. If you look at Somalia, if you look at Sudan, these are ISIS, Hezbollah, prone country, Al-Qaeda, prone countries. If Nigeria has been one, I would have also advocated that he also banned Nigerians from traveling to the United States. You see, one thing about foreign policy is this: should be about your country first, your interest first, before any other interest. Nigeria has been lagging in this area because most times we tend to believe we are the big brothers, we give assistance to every other country. But when there is an attack in South Africa, Nigeria is the first victim. The attack was first. forgetting that we have rendered assistance to these countries. There's hardly any African country in this continent that we've not given rendered assistance to, either in attaining democracy or in attaining peace. But what they do, they turn back and sit back, they start back at the back. They are telling us that we should waste our foreign policies on these individuals. If it's going to benefit us first, like Donald Trump said, this is going to be American first, it's going to benefit Americans first, then it should be American first, not any other country.
But in my view, that is where the error lies, because the world has really shrunken. You cannot do business in America, you do business either from America or from Nigeria or from Somalia. You deal with the rest of the world, even in terms of the crossbreeding of ideas, interrelationships. So the world has shrunken beyond that point where the border, the wall around the geographical border, it holds a big level of significance. It doesn't, and I think that the focus on nationalism that is happening in the from Brexit to the issues in France, now to the US, to Palestine, this kind of nationalistic ideologies that is creating this populist and wild idea of either religious, either ethnic, whatever coloration it comes in, is a departure from where we are in the world, that you simply cannot live on your own. You can't do business and be successful on your own. You cannot even learn from your geographical enclave alone. So the whole America first, Nigeria first, Africa first, China first, and all of that, it's something that sells to the crowd. It is not really real.
Because you believe that it's a global village,
it's
and there's
not
that
real.
Cross-breeding of ideas.
America is 250 million people. So if you want to do business with billions of people, which will make you more money? Dealing with 7 billion people in the world or dealing with 250 million Americans?